Greetings, good people. I trust you're well. This week, starting today, the Danson and Sarah Kindi Foundation is publicizing the need to get tested, to get tested for cancer, to get yourself, what is it called? To have some exam every so often, maybe every year, um, because one of the things that we are telling you that we are putting out there in the information that we are sharing is that cancer caught early is curable. It will be cleared. One by medication by the doctor, then of course lifestyle change and your own determination to get well. By the way, when the body says I'm going to do this, it does. Of course, unless the odds are too far gone. But normally, anything that is within reason, the personal will, humans were given awesome properties, awesome energy, awesome abilities. That, of course, we have this issue that we depend everything on prayer and all that. I have nothing against people who pray, but for me, I know that when the good Lord created me, or my creator, whoever it was, created me in his or her image, I always say I think God is a woman because the kindness, one, the way us humans mess, if it was a man, I think he would have burned the whole earth and say, just forget the whole thing. Anyway, but of course, that's also forgetting that the universe is huge. Earth is a tiny bit of the universe. In fact, I think we are insignificant. We are too. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So like when I came down with cancer back in 2013, it was stage 1B. So the doctor said it was very lucky that it was caught that early because normally cancer of the stomach is never caught and it's too late. When it's spread everywhere, it's called metastasis everywhere. So I was lucky it was caught early and therefore it was treated. And then I was advised to do annual tests for the next 5 years, just to be sure. And that time there was no PET CT scan. The machine that really checks out cancer was not available in Kenya. So every year I would travel to India for a week, get checked, get the clean bill of health, come back. Following year, like that. After 5 years, then I was told to be going every 3 years. So one of the 3 years gap ended last year. So in November, I did my usual tests, including the PET CT, and everything is still clean, meaning that I was cured. Now, I know at one point I mentioned to some friends of mine that it is important to get these tests done. I knew. And one of them said, or two of them, or whatever, but they said, me, I'd rather not know. But the thing is, you help your body to fight psychologically once you know there's a problem. But if you don't know, then the fight is one sided because one, there's no treatment. Two, you don't have a psychological, it's called the psychological energy to healing, to get your body in a healing process. And therefore, you go down very quickly. So I would request, I would urge, I would implore you to always make sure that, and particularly, it used to be a certain age, but now because of the lifestyles we have, what we give our children, the air we breathe, the water we drink, everything is so contaminated. In fact, even some of the jabs our kids are given nowadays cause certain issues. So the idea is to get checked as soon as possible, maybe annually, so that if anything is gonna miss, then you have time to correct it. But basically, because us we are more concerned with the fight against cancer, because I've gone through it, I know, and I've lost a number of friends and relatives to cancer. So I feel, and all of us at the Danson and Sarah Kindi Foundation are very passionate about helping in the fight against cancer. So please listen to our plea and find out your status as soon as you can and as often as you can. Thank you.